Susan Page is the Washington bureau chief for USA Today. She's watched 17 Supreme Court nominations, including the Clarence Thomas-Anita Hill testimony in 1991. Susan, good morning.
Good morning.
First, where do you think the Kavanaugh nomination was headed before all of this, and where do you think it sits now, just in terms of counting noses?
So it was on its glide path to confirmation. There's no question about that. Democrats had failed to get traction against him, although they opposed him. I think it was likely he was going to hold all the Republicans and perhaps get 2 or 3 Democratic senators who are up for re-election in Trump states. That's entirely changed now. His nomination really hangs in the balance on what happens today.
One of the things Republican senators have chosen to do is have somebody else ask the questions for them, which is an extraordinary thing in Washington for senators to choose not to speak in front of a microphone. But this will not stop them, as they say in the law, from speaking after it is over. So give me your sense of the political risk for Republican senators after this is all over, regardless of what we hear.
I think Republican senators are fooling themselves if they think they escape the political risks because they have someone else actually doing the questioning. They're still going to be responsible for what they say afterwards for the kind of questioning he has, that the prosecutor presents to Dr. Ford, and what happens, whether Americans believe Judge Kavanaugh or Dr. Ford is going to determine how they assess how Republican senators have proceeded in this case.
Listen, we have seen dramatic hearings on Capitol Hill before, but certainly nothing like this, because there's so much more at stake than just a Supreme Court seat, is it not?
Oh, I think absolutely. And also, it's the Supreme, if Judge Kavanaugh is very convincing today and Dr. Ford looks tentative or uncertain, are they not holes in her story? They will have a committee vote tomorrow, and he will make it to the Supreme Court. But if the reverse happens, if she's compelling and convincing and he seems uncertain, he is not going to make it to the court. And this isn't just any Supreme Court seat. This is the swing seat. If he gets on this court, it's going to solidify a conservative majority.
What if they're both convincing today, Susan?
And then,
what?
Yeah, and then I think we continue to have a debate about who do you believe, whether there should be more of an investigation, and whether Republicans are prepared to, as Senator Mitch McConnell said, plow on and just push this through.
Super fast. There are Democrats in Trump states who are up. What do you think their political calculus is, and how many of them are there who might really be up in the air about Kavanaugh?
I think that ended when these allegations surfaced. It gave them a reason to vote no, and I think they are no longer on such tender hooks about whether to support him or not.
All right, Susan Page, always good to see you.
Thank you.